Good morning and happy Friday. My name is Jen Bailey and I'm a VSG athlete and I'm a little bit sick. I've got a cold here, but I wanted to go over this week the 2024 LA Marathon, my experience. This was my second marathon post-VSG surgery, and just like answer some things about like how it went and all of that good stuff. So sorry if I'm a little slow. It's just the whole sickness thing. But it's not terrible. So I'm okay with that. Let me poke at that. I don't know why my name isn't showing up on here, and clearly today's not the day to figure it out. So let's see. First, what is a marathon? Well, a marathon is 26.2 miles. It can go from end to end. You can go around in a circle as long as you get those 26.2s, whatever the route may be, that's what it is. And so the Los Angeles Marathon, we start at Dodger Stadium. We go through a bunch of little areas through LA. You see all the sights. It's amazing. And I had such a great time with it. We go through like Chinatown and Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive. We end up in Century City. So the finish line is on Avenue of the Stars, and it was really, really fun. There's a bunch of hills through it, so that you had to take it easy on, but there's marathons all over the place. Los Angeles Marathon is close to my heart, and I really, really love it. So marathon, 26.2 miles. Anything over that, you start going into ultras. Anything under has its own label. Like a half marathon is 13.1. A 10K is 6.1, and a 5K is 3.1. Yeah. So if someone says like, hey, I did a marathon and it was 3.1, blah, blah, blah. You did a 5K. There's a pleasant way to correct them by, don't be rude about those kind of things. A marathon is a lot of miles going from one end to the other. So that's where we're at. My experience going into it. Were you well rested and hydrated leading up to marathon morning? Yes and no. So I was hydrated. I did get an IV, like, let me hide this, like the ones you put in your arm. I had someone come to the house on Friday and got the IV, the bag of IV. So I went into it knowing I was hydrated. Even though I did the 5K on Saturday, I just walked it. It was still like something I wanted to do, and that was great. But we did have a lot going on with the fundraiser that we're doing. So I wanted to make sure all of that stuff is like set and our volunteers had everything they needed. So I put a lot of like stress on myself with it, and I just want to make sure everything goes great for everyone. So that's where the like well-rested part did not come into play. I only got 4 hours of sleep the night before the marathon, which isn't ideal. And like my husband was getting a little sick, and even though I had him wear a mask when he was around me and in the car and all that, marathon morning I woke up feeling like a little scratchiness right here, and I was just like, oh no. And yeah, that's where I was. So well rested, not so much. Hydrated, yes. 2 thumbs up on that one. So how did I feel before starting it? I was anxious, I was excited, more excitement, but I was definitely a little stressed out because of the lack of sleep and feeling like I'm gonna get sick with it. But excited nonetheless. It's a really great thing. It was my daughter's birthday. We're doing the fundraiser, we're closes out this month. So there's a lot of things outside of myself that I really wanted to like knock this out and get it done for. So it was more excitement than anything, and the little bit of dread of, hey girl, you're going in and this wasn't, you're not 100%. And then I realized that my inhaler, I thought I had an extra one, but the one I had 0 puffs left, and like literally maybe 1 puff. And so I had to go into it slow. Did I come across any issues during the route? The inhaler thing for sure. I have exercise-induced asthma. So when I start pushing my body, it becomes harder to breathe. That was something that I had to definitely slow down for, because I didn't have it with me and I knew it wasn't going to feel great. So that was one of the issues along the route. A second one was just something silly where like I don't have one with me, but my electrolyte bottle, the little sample ones that I carry, that could get me up to 17 miles, which would be fine. I'd get a couple cups along the way, and then refill at our cheer station at mile 20. So I realized when I first opened it, like it opened a little funny, and I thought I sealed it up. It was great. But like at mile 3, my whole left side was wet. And I realized that the bottle had been leaking the whole time, just little splashes every time I ran. So that was a fun issue. But luckily, because I trained with electrolyte, that's what they use on the course. So when I came across a table, I just got a couple of the cups they had, refilled it, tried to tighten it, and then ran with it. So at least it would leak a little bit less and not have me completely soaking wet. It was a lot warmer this year. Last year was great. Like we had the sprinkles and the clouds and all of that, but this one was warm, and that had me, again, I had to address my nutrition and my hydration during this. So there's a certain way I trained for it, but now you have to fix things along the way. So I made sure I took even more water in. Instead of every 15 minutes, it was like every 7 to 10, just water through my pack or a sip of my electrolyte. And then the same thing with, like, I took a big thing of squeezy peanut butter and some of my nuts and stuff. So I just upped everything, and it felt like I was constantly hand to mouth along the route, but it seemed to have worked, and I'm so glad I trained with what was going to be on the route, and that electrolyte worked for me the entire way. So that was really great, and less issues with that. I didn't have any cramping or anything like last time, which like I was so thankful for, because I would say last year around mile 6, I could already feel like things not going well, and like like the wheels are coming loose. And then by mile 11, the wheels are starting to fall off, and by mile like 15, I was struggling and cramping, and it was awful. And this time I was tooting along. These miles were just like going past, and everything was really like awesome. And I ended up running with a really great friend. I would say my chosen family. I started in Corral B. She caught up to me. It was great. And, like So I had a great time all the way through. We even took some pictures and stuff along the race route. So it was fun. But ultimately, because I didn't have my inhaler, it was a lot hotter. I had to go slower. What the heck was that? Things like, you have to make adjustments to it. So I ended up about 15 minutes slower than last year's time, which was this year is 6:54:41. So fine. Don't beat myself up about it. I still had an amazing time out there and I finished. We can't knock that. Am I satisfied? So are you satisfied with your performance? So I'm grateful that I got to go out there and do this and that my body was capable of running this. I'm satisfied with the way I felt at the end because that was amazing. I felt like I could still go 3 or 4 more miles and be okay before I hit the wall. So that was really great and I was very, very happy with that. The timing though, no, not necessarily. I'm not satisfied that I came in slower, but I know these things had to happen in order for me to come out of it feeling good. So I know next year what to do. The IV thing worked out fantastic, and I will definitely do that again before a marathon because I believe it really, really helped the way it should, especially on such a warm day. And I think I know I can't put myself back burner with sleep. I need to ask for more help when it comes for these other things that need to get done, and get my sleep and not back burner my inhaler, the stuff that I need going, okay, I think I have this, oh shit, I don't have this. So that kind of stuff, I'll do better on, and then work harder to be faster because I definitely wanted to improve my time. I'm not beating myself up though. It's just whatever, it happens. So ultimately, the bigger picture, yes, I'm satisfied with the way I felt at the end because again, when we go compare it to last year, I was super dehydrated. I couldn't even pee when I was done. Whatever way I trained, I thought I was good, but it wasn't enough. And by the time I was done, I was just shaking. I was shaking like I had Parkinson's. I could not stop shaking. I couldn't control it. It was really, really bad. And this one, I was able to sit there, have a conversation with everyone. I ate, I was feeling great. And I probably could have even drove home and felt that good this time around. So that's where the satisfied part comes into play. And yeah, so overall, I think it was definitely a win. And I was really excited about it. So yes, I'm satisfied with most of it. After the marathon, I felt great, but then come Monday, there's the usual soreness. Fine, it happens. But then the cold thing started to kick in. And I think that's definitely because the lack of sleep and just the hustle and bustle of the fast-paced weekend. So Monday, I was starting to feel it. Tuesday, I went to work, okay, put a mask on, thinking I'm good, but I could still feel it coming on. But by Tuesday afternoon, I was just hey, I gotta bounce. I couldn't even hang at work anymore. I was feeling it just hit me. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I actually took the days off work because I was done. I was in bed. The way I look and sound is so much better than what it was. Like the kids were like, Mom, are you okay? You know, do you need to go to the doctor? So it hit me pretty hard afterwards, at least this cold did. So today's a nice day coming up, like feeling a little bit better. My ears finally not clogged and I can hear, and I just sound a little funny, but I was sounding real bad the last couple days. So yeah, that's where I am. Would I participate again? Absolutely. But this is like something that's so close to my heart. I love Los Angeles Marathon. Like, it's amazing, and I love sharing the experience with everyone. I love trying to bring other people in, and this year it was actually like maxed out. We had 26,000 participants, so you know, these are pre-COVID like numbers. We want to get this back and beyond, and it was the best thing ever, seeing so many people out there sharing. And there was like 40% of the participants were first-time marathoners. Like, how freaking cool is that, to share that with so many of them and to cheer them on along the way? I loved it, and that's what I want to continue to bring and share. So will I participate? Hell yeah, I'll participate. I'm gonna do this until these little legs won't let me participate, and even then I'll figure something else out. I'll go into, you know, another realm of it. But absolutely, it's the best, and I love sharing that experience with everyone. So that said, let me show you the medals that I got for the entire weekend. I hope they come through because I'm using just the laptop today, not the real camera. But I ended up getting 4 medals. So the first one is the LA Big 5K. So this is what I got for doing my 5K on Saturday. And it's beautiful, and they're heavy, and it's cute. And then for finishing the Los Angeles Marathon on Sunday, we got this beauty. She's heavy, she's gorgeous, love it. I still have to put out my Medal Monday post and show all of these. I didn't do that on Monday because, again, I was just like not feeling great. So it'll be like a week late Medal Monday, but it's fine. We work with it. So yeah, it's got the beautiful ribbon, finisher 2024, love it. And then because I did the LA Marathon and the 5K back to back, so Saturdays and Sunday, I got this cool LA double play. There it is. This guy, how beautiful, super excited. So they gave that to me on Sunday when I completed the marathon. And then this last big honkin' one, which is super heavy, I got because I completed the Santa Monica 10K, which was 6 miles. And that one was hot. Oh, it was so hot that day. And there was a huge uphill, and I was just like, I'm not going to get through it. But I did, made it. Then I did the Rose Bowl half in January, which was the 13.1, amazing and fun. And then because I completed LA, they gave me this Conquer challenge. Let me get my fingers off. Turn it that way. Yeah. So this one, and it does this fun spinny do thing. So all in all, I got my 4 beautiful medals to add to my awesomeness on the wall, and I'm super excited. This one, I'm going to hang up 3, but this one goes to my daughter. It was her birthday, and I want her to have this. I wear this, you know, for her, but listen to all the awesomeness. Yeah! So it's a big deal. They're super loud, sorry. and I'm really, really excited about them. So that's what I got from there. And yeah, let's go into the comments. Victor Grant, congrats on completing the marathon. That's something I could not do. I think you absolutely could, but thank you. It seems like a huge thing, like in the very beginning, how am I going to do this? This is so many miles. This is like, and how's my body going to make it happen? And, you know, we absolutely can. It takes a lot of training. It's a lot of hard work. And, you know, even when I was 238 and I did it, I was like, how the fuck am I going to make this happen? And I did, but it was super long. It took like over 9 hours. No matter what, we were doing the same thing, whether you completed in over 9 hours or you complete it in, you know, 2 something hours. The miles are the same, and you know, we're all there for each other. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Like, Victor, you're the best. And I did see Tommy out there, Victor's wife. So that was amazing, getting the hugs from her. Oh my gosh, those things are so needed. We had party pacers out there for us. So they hang towards the end of the route. And man, this, like, yeah, his wife goes out there and she trains, does all this stuff. Victor, I don't know if I could ever do the bike thing like you do, buddy. My booty cannot be on that tiny seat. No. But yeah, the party pacers, they help you, because in the last few miles, and you're going uphill to get to the finish line, it's rough. So even though you haven't hit the wall yet, you still got, like, it's a lot. But I love it. And yeah, our bodies do amazing things. So to have those pacers out there and help us, and with their boomsticks, and cheer us along and give us hugs, and people that we know, it's amazing. It's needed. Miss Crystal, so awesome and inspirational. Love seeing your success and happiness so much. And thank you. I appreciate that. It's a lot. And I wish I would have not gotten sick from it, but whatever, things happen and we trudge on. I forgot to really double check my inhaler or refill for another one, and I pressed on and we made it, and I had an amazing time. So next week is probably when, like, you'll see the things on my Instagram, because I've just been like dead to it this week. So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out, leaving comments, sending big air hugs. And yeah, until next Friday, let's go do this last thing real quick before I forget. You can follow along with me on Instagram at Jen_Bailey17, on Strava, Jen Bailey. You'll probably see my Strava kick up again, maybe middle of next week, once this whole cold thing goes away, because I don't want to make it last any longer. I'm really surprised that I'm getting better this fast, because over the last couple days I was like, I'm gonna die. That's it. It's gonna last forever. It was awful. But yeah, I've just got to take it easy and then get back into it. But I'll be back up again on Instagram probably like for Metal Monday, a week late Metal Monday. I'll have to create a reel and all that good stuff to show everything from it, and throw some stuff back on YouTube, because yeah, it's been busy and I've been slacking. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you're new here, thank you so much. If you've been hanging out, thank you so much. You are all appreciated. So now, until next Friday, I hope you have an amazing weekend. Stay healthy. Enjoy the sunshine. Hopefully allergies don't pop up because of all this spring awesomeness. I love you mucho. Sending light, love, and happiness.